My name is Amanda Dixon from Home Designs by Amanda, and today we're going to make this card using the Outdoor Adventures Framelit dies. These are the dies that we're going to use to make the card, and we are going to start with the base here, or actually the white cardstock is going to be our base. This is our background, and we're going to cut out of that. So our first thing is I'm going to take my plate from my big shot, and I'm going to go ahead and put the mountains on here to cut those out. And then we can go ahead and do a couple of the clouds out here, and I put one right about there, and then the smaller one up here a little bit, right about there. And we're going to take and we're going to sandwich that and go run that through the machine, and then coming over here. So the mountains are going to pop right out, and we're going to use this part, and you'll have a mountain set like that left over. We are not going to use that today. We're going to use this part. And then the same with the clouds. You can pop those right out and set those off to the side to maybe use on a different project at another time. And this is a night, I don't know if I said it, a Night of Navy piece of paper. And we're going to make a few more clouds. I went ahead and I light the overlap a little bit so they look like they're in front or behind of each other. And then another one down here, just a little bit, a little closer to the mountains there. And I went ahead and I had cut out white cardstock clouds that we're going to put on here with some dimensionals. Okay, so I got the clouds on with some foam tape. They're similar to dimensionals. I do have some dimensionals here, but either way, whichever you use, whether you use the tape or the dimensionals, you'll have to cut it down to fit behind the clouds. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere this to our white card base, and it is cut at 5.5 by 4, so it's going to go all the way up here to the top when we actually put it down. So I'm going to use some snail adhesive. Hopefully it works today. Alright. And we're going to line that up here at the top. And I noticed that from these cutting, they do leave like this little extra lip around the clouds, which I really liked, so I left them up. But if you don't like that look, you can always flip it over and have the mirrored image and use this as the back and the other side as the front. And then we have our little trees here to do. I already have them run through the Big Shot machine, but see, with this particular die, it actually only cuts the top and the trees out. So what I did was I just went ahead, and you can either, depending on where you had it placed, like on your paper, you can either snip from this way, or you could have just snipped straight up, which on this side I'm going to do that. I'm going to just snip straight up to where that is. So that's our front trees, and those are made out of some Emerald Envy Designer's Cherries paper. The polka dot side. On the other side is the handwriting side. So if you really wanted it like that, you could always have the handwriting side up too. I liked the dots. It made it look kind of like snow. Here's our dark green background that I went ahead and snipped off as well. And we're going to go and layer those on our card. This is just a piece of dark green cardstock that I had in my stash. I'm sure that there is a color in this big catalog that is just so neat to look at. A garden green would be nice for the background there. Or even, I was thinking basic black for a background would be kind of neat to make it look dark behind there. So whatever you decide would be the color you want behind it, we can do it. Or you could even do another Emerald Envy and just have it double layered in the same color. So let's go ahead and adhere those. With the dark green, I did lift it with the dimensional. Let's see. Ooh, things flying at me here. Our card back in here. It's sticking to me. So the dark green, I started by having it, on the other one I had it all the way over, but I think on this one I want to have it just slightly, just leave a little bit of edging there, and put that down, and there's our dark green background trees. And then with our light green, our, what is this, Emerald Envy trees, we can do, probably just need one dimensional at this far end, and then I used regular, and it just fit. Okay, so I used like this at this end, and then for the rest, well, I like the way those ones overlap. For the rest, I just used regular adhesive because they're going straight down on the dark green. So we'll get our snail adhesive and just clean that up. And if you're not careful, you'll get adhesive on there, on your backing. Oh, I can just do this real quick here. Oops. Don't pull too hard, you'll ruin your trees. Okay. Oh, that's right. On this tree, I did put a Stampin' Dimensional behind it. Let's put this down, and we can still do that. So we have those ones there all lined up, and grab a dimensional. We'll have to cut this one in half since it's for a tree. The trees are narrower. Okay, so I have a little extra adhesive going here since I put it on the back of that tree. But there we go. Now that's when it popped up. So there's the main part of our cute little woodland mountain scene here. Now I'm going to make the banner that was up here in this corner. What I did is I took just a half-inch wide piece of white cardstock. I took the tree, from the framelits, I took this tree here, and I put it, cut that down on the end like that. I just taped it down with some washi tape so the stuff won't go anywhere. And run it through and have like a similar shape going for the rest of your card. And you can put your sentiment on it. And then, ooh, I'm dropping things. Let's leave that out. It's a little easier. Okay, and then we can put that on some Stampin' Dimensionals as well. I'm going to use one there, and then the other half of that one from behind the tree. Okay, so I got the sentiment attached to the front of the card. with some Stampin' Dimensionals. That's our woodland mountain theme. Hope you enjoyed making this birthday card with me today. That you would need to make this card will be in the corresponding blog post. I'll link that down below. And I hope that you can come back and create with me again soon. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.